Ultimate surprise. My parents covertly used my credit card to fund a $115,000 European getaway for my golden child sister. Shocked and outraged, I reported the transaction as fraud, sparking a monumental family uproar that led to me cutting off all contact. Here I am, Alex, 28M, grappling with disbelief over my parents' actions. Throughout our lives, their parenting style has been, well, unique. This latest escapade has left me seething. To put things in perspective, I've always been the responsible one. From diligent school years to scoring scholarships and landing a finance job straight out of college, I've been financially independent since 22. Emma, 22F, my younger sister, just graduated. While I'm genuinely proud of her accomplishment, our parents' clear favoritism has always been tough to stomach. Emma, the perpetual baby of the family, was showered with new clothes, latest gadgets, and exempt from chores or part-time jobs. Meanwhile, I forged ahead with my ambitions, striving not to let their preferential treatment overshadow my own achievements. The sting of favoritism hit hardest when, at 16, I saved meticulously for a gaming console, only to learn my parents had already gifted one to Emma. Despite the blow, I pushed past disappointment, choosing to celebrate her joy. Now, with Emma's graduation, I sent her a heartfelt gift to mark her success. Yet, the revelation of my parents using my credit card behind my back has shattered any remaining goodwill. Reporting it as fraud wasn't just about money. It was about confronting years of unequal treatment. Navigating this turmoil has been surreal. I never imagined being in this situation, but standing up for what's right has become the ultimate priority, even if it means stepping away from my family for now. Last week, I received an unexpected call from my mom, brimming with excitement about Emma's upcoming graduation gift, a dream month-long tour of Europe. Initially thrilled for Emma, I soon learned the shocking truth. They had used my credit card to foot the bill. "I've booked it all on your card," my mom said casually, explaining they needed the points for upgrades. Speechless, I asked about the cost. The answer hit like a punch to the gut: $155,000. I couldn't believe it. "Mom," I managed, trying to keep calm, "you can't just use my credit card like that. It's illegal, and $155,000 is a huge amount." She dismissed my concerns, saying, "Oh, don't be so dramatic, Alex. It's for Emma's graduation. We'll pay you back eventually." Eventually? Since when was $155,000 something to treat so casually? I tried to explain the impact on my credit score and the breach of trust, but she accused me of selfishness, claiming I was ruining Emma's big moment. Feeling hurt and outraged, I ended the call, struggling to process what had happened. Over the following days, I attempted to discuss. I reached out to my dad, hoping he might offer some understanding, but he echoed my mom's stance, dismissing my concerns as an overreaction. According to him, I should be more supportive of Emma. When I tried discussing it with Emma herself, she seemed completely oblivious, expressing her excitement for the trip and thanking me for my contribution to her graduation gift. Feeling increasingly bewildered, I wondered if I was the one being unreasonable. Determined to address the situation, I called the credit card company to dispute the charges. To my dismay, I learned my parents had used my card details, kept on file for emergencies, to book everything online. The credit card company informed me that since I had provided them my details, it didn't meet the criteria for fraud. Now I'm facing a staggering $115,000 bill and a maxed-out credit card. My family views me as selfish for not wanting to finance my sister's lavish vacation. I'm deeply hurt, angry, and feel betrayed by those who should support me. I'm torn about what to do next. Part of me considers canceling the trip to make a point, but I fear it will irreparably damage our family ties. Another part wants to pay off the debt to avoid conflict. Yet, the principal and the enormous sum trouble me greatly. Moreover, I worry that accepting this financial abuse might set a troubling precedent for the future. Am I overreacting? Should I just swallow my feelings and cover the cost of my sister's vacation? Or should I stand firm, even if it strains my relationship with my family? I feel lost and would appreciate any advice. Asterisk, asterisk. Update, asterisk, asterisk. Thank you all for your supportive comments and advice. Your overwhelming response reassured me that my feelings of violation and anger are valid. Taking your advice to heart, I decided to take action. First, I contacted the credit card company once more and escalated the issue. I provided a detailed explanation, emphasizing that while my parents had my card details for emergencies, I had never authorized this specific use. After some discussion, they agreed to investigate the charges as potential fraud. Next, I sent a group text to my parents and Emma, requesting a family Zoom call to address the situation. I wanted to afford them the opportunity to rectify things before considering more drastic measures. The call was emotionally charged from the outset. I began by calmly outlining why their actions were unacceptable, highlighting the legal ramifications, breach of trust, and financial strain they had caused. I informed them I had reported the charges as fraudulent and insisted they cancel the trip immediately. Unfortunately, my parents' response was not what I had hoped. They became defensive, accusing me of exaggerating and attempting to spoil Emma's graduation celebration. My mom even argued, "We raised you, clothed you, and provided a roof over your head. The least you could do is help give your sister the trip of a lifetime." Taking a deep breath, I responded firmly, "You chose to have children, and providing for us was your responsibility as parents. It doesn't justify committing credit card fraud in my name." Emma, who had been silent until then, burst into tears. "I can't believe you're trying to ruin my graduation gift," she sobbed. "You've always been jealous of me. Why can't you just be happy for me for once?" Her words hurt, but they also solidified my determination. I realized this pattern of entitlement and favoritism ran deep, and it was crucial to establish clear boundaries. "Emma," I said gently, yet firmly, "I am genuinely happy for you and proud of your graduation. However, this trip was booked illegally using my money without my consent. It's not a gift from me, and it's not acceptable." Finally, my dad, who had been unusually quiet, spoke up. "We didn't think it was such a big deal. We've always had access to your card for emergencies, and we thought as family it would be okay this one time," Dad explained defensively. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "Dad, $155,000 is not a small amount, and this was not an emergency. You can't just decide to spend my money without asking me." The call ended with my parents angry, Emma in tears, and me feeling drained but resolute. They adamantly refused to cancel the trip, insisting I was overreacting and promising to pay me back soon. After the call, I took the next step and reached out to a lawyer friend, explaining the situation. He confirmed that my parents' actions were illegal and advised me on potential legal actions. I also went to the police station and filed a report about the unauthorized use of my credit card. The officer I spoke to was sympathetic, acknowledging the seriousness of the situation. He warned me that pursuing charges could cause a significant rift in my family, but assured me that I was well within my rights. I'm still torn about what to do next. On one hand, I love my family, and the idea of legal action against them makes me feel sick. On the other hand, their behavior is unacceptable, and I fear it might repeat if I don't take a stand now. For the time being, I've decided to wait and see the outcome of the credit card company's investigation. I've taken steps to freeze my credit to prevent further unauthorized use of my information. This entire ordeal has made me realize the need to establish firmer boundaries with my family. I've often tried to keep the peace and make everyone happy, but in doing so, I've allowed myself to be taken advantage of repeatedly. I'm hurt and angry, yet I also feel a strange sense of empowerment. For the first time, I'm asserting myself and saying no. This is not acceptable. It's uncomfortable and intimidating, but it feels necessary. Thank you all again for your support and advice. I'll provide another update once there's more news on the credit card investigation or if there are any developments with my family. Update 2. It's been a couple of weeks since my last update, and a lot has transpired. First, I want to express my gratitude to everyone for their unwavering support and valuable advice during this challenging period. Your comments have been a source of strength for me. Let's start with the good news. The credit card company's investigation concluded in my favor. They acknowledged that the charges were unauthorized and have reversed them. It's a tremendous relief to have that $115,000 burden lifted off my shoulders. Now, regarding the family fallout, when my parents and Emma discovered that the trip was canceled due to the credit card chargeback, chaos ensued. My phone was inundated with angry calls and texts. My mom, in particular, left a hurtful voicemail labeling me as selfish and ungrateful, accusing me of ruining Emma's life. Meanwhile, Emma took to social media, posting a tearful video portraying me as the villain who shattered her dream graduation trip. Some mutual friends and extended family members also reached out, questioning why I was being harsh to my younger sister. The situation quickly spiraled out of control, prompting me to take action. I realized I needed to set the record straight. I composed a calm, factual post explaining what had truly transpired, how my card had been used without my consent, and the efforts I had made to resolve the issue with my family before involving the credit card company. The response to my post was mixed. While many were supportive and shocked by my parents' actions, others still felt I should have sacrificed for the sake of Emma's trip. It was eye-opening to witness how some people condoned fraud under the guise of family loyalty. A few days after sharing my post, I received an unexpected call from my aunt, my mom's sister. She expressed sympathy for my situation and revealed some family history I hadn't been aware of before. Apparently, my mom had a history of financial irresponsibility and had taken advantage of family members in the past. My aunt encouraged me to stand my ground and offered her unwavering support. This conversation with my aunt opened my eyes to the deeper issue at hand. It wasn't just about this one incident, but a long-standing pattern of behavior that had been overlooked and excused for years. Realizing this, I knew I had to establish firm boundaries not only for my own well-being, but to break free from this cycle of financial abuse. Taking a significant step forward, I informed my parents that I would be going no contact with them for the foreseeable future. I explained that I needed time to process what had occurred, and that my trust in them had been shattered. I also communicated to Emma, whom I love dearly and am proud of, that I needed space from her as well. Their reactions were sadly predictable. My parents accused me of tearing the family apart while Emma tearfully felt unjustly punished for something beyond her control. Despite their reactions, I remained resolute in my decision. Amidst this family turmoil, I've focused on safeguarding myself against future financial exploitation. I've changed all my passwords, closed the credit card my parents had access to, and opened a new account with a different bank. Additionally, I've started therapy to process my emotions and develop healthier boundaries. An unexpected positive outcome from this ordeal has been reconnecting with my aunt and a few cousins who offered their support. It's comforting to know that not everyone in my family condones what my parents did. As for Emma's graduation trip, I've heard through family channels that my parents are still considering sending her. Part of me still wrestles with guilt over Emma missing out on the Europe trip, but I constantly remind myself that it wasn't my responsibility to provide that for her. I'm grappling with these feelings of guilt and uncertainty. There are moments when I question if I was too harsh, if I made the right decision. But then I recall the deep sense of violation I felt upon discovering what my parents had done, and I know standing up for myself was necessary. This experience has been a harsh wake-up call, but it's also taught me a crucial lesson in self-respect and setting boundaries. I'm learning that it's okay to say no, even to family, and that genuine love shouldn't be conditional or come with a price tag. Thank you once again for your unwavering support. I'll keep you updated if there are any significant developments, but for now, my focus is on healing and moving forward. Update 3. It's been approximately 2 months since my last update, and I wanted to share some recent developments with you all. Your ongoing support and advice have been invaluable during this challenging period. Firstly, addressing the legal aspect. After careful consideration and consultation with my lawyer, I've chosen not to pursue criminal charges against my parents. This decision wasn't made lightly, and I understand many of you advocated for legal action. However, my lawyer explained that since the credit card company reversed the charges, pursuing a criminal case could be complex, costly, and uncertain in terms of outcome. Instead, we've sent a formal cease and desist letter to my parents, warning them that any future misuse of my financial information will result in immediate legal action. Now, regarding the family dynamic, the period of no contact with my parents and Emma has been both challenging and enlightening. It's provided me with space to reflect on our relationships and focus on my personal growth. I've been committed to therapy, which has been instrumental in processing my emotions and establishing healthier boundaries. About a month into the no-contact period, I received an unexpected email from Emma, which was a departure from her previous tearful accusations. Surprisingly mature, she expressed deep reflection on our parents' actions. Emma apologized for her initial reaction and for not standing up for me sooner. She admitted to being aware of the favoritism, but confessed to feeling scared and comfortable in confronting it until now. While cautiously optimistic, I decided to proceed slowly. Since then, Emma and I have had a few phone conversations where I've observed her genuine efforts to understand my perspective. She's opened up about her own experiences with our parents' financial irresponsibility, which she had previously kept to herself. It seems the canceled Europe trip was a wake-up call for her as well. On the other hand, my parents have been less forthcoming in accepting responsibility. They've made numerous attempts to contact me, ranging from angry voicemails to guilt-inducing emails. One particularly distressing incident involved my mom showing up unannounced at my apartment, causing a scene in the hallway. Despite the difficulty, I stood firm and refused to engage, which was necessary for my own well-being. The response from extended family members has been mixed. Some, like my aunt who initially reached out, have been supportive and have become valuable allies. However, others continue to pressure me to reconcile with my parents, using the "but their family" argument. For my peace of mind, I've had to create distance from these relatives. On a positive note, this ordeal has spurred unexpected personal growth. Freed from managing family drama, I've been able to focus more on my own life and aspirations. I've taken up photography as a new hobby and have been reconnecting with friends who respect my boundaries. Additionally, I've made significant financial strides, increasing my contributions to retirement accounts and building a stronger emergency fund. This entire experience has underscored the importance of financial independence and security. One particularly satisfying moment came. Last week, I received a promotion at work accompanied by a substantial pay raise. In the past, I might have felt obligated to share this news and its financial benefits with my family. This time, however, I celebrated quietly with a few close friends, feeling proud of my accomplishments without any guilt or pressure to divulge. Regarding Emma's graduation trip, I learned from my aunt that our parents eventually sent her on a 2-week tour of California, which she reportedly enjoyed. Looking ahead, I am cautiously optimistic. I've chosen to extend the no-contact period with my parents for at least another 3 months. I need this time to continue healing and to assess whether they can respect the boundaries I've set. With Emma, I'm open to gradually rebuilding our relationship, but I'm proceeding cautiously and maintaining clear boundaries. This experience has been a profound lesson in setting limits, standing up for myself, and redefining the meaning of family. I've come to understand that family extends beyond blood relations to include mutual respect, support, and genuine love. The friends and relatives who have stood by me during this challenging time have demonstrated what true family looks like. Moreover, I've embraced a deeper understanding of financial independence. While I've always been prudent with money, this situation has heightened my vigilance. I've implemented additional security measures across all my accounts and have become more assertive in safeguarding my financial information, even from family members. There have been moments of doubt and sadness, especially during family occasions that I've missed due to the no-contact policy. Mother's Day was particularly challenging. Yet, I remind myself that this period of preparation is crucial for my mental health and personal growth. An unexpected outcome of this experience is that I've become a resource for friends grappling with their own family and financial issues. Several people have reached out to seek advice on setting boundaries and dealing with financially irresponsible family members. It's gratifying to offer support and guidance to others facing similar challenges. As for my parents' financial situation, I've learned through my aunt that my parents are struggling financially. Apparently, they had been relying on using my credit for more than just Emma's trip, leading to arguments between them. My dad blames my mom for going too far with the credit card fraud. While part of me feels guilty knowing their difficulties, I remind myself firmly that their financial missteps are not mine to resolve. Emma has provided insights into our parents' reactions to the situation. She says they still fail to grasp why I reacted so strongly. They view their actions as typical family behavior and can't comprehend why I'm making such a fuss about it. This lack of understanding is frustrating, yet it reaffirms that distancing myself was the right decision. I've spent a lot of time reflecting on my upbringing and early adulthood, recognizing patterns of financial and emotional manipulation that I had normalized. It's been a painful but liberating journey. I'm learning to validate my own feelings and experiences without seeking approval from my parents. In my personal life, I've started dating again. Dealing with family drama had initially made me hesitant, but I've met someone who's incredibly understanding of my situation. While it's early days, building a connection with someone who respects my boundaries feels fulfilling. I'm also contemplating significant life changes. Pursuing a master's degree has always been a dream, but concerns about its financial impact held me back in the past. Now, I'm actively researching programs and considering taking the leap. Making decisions based solely on what's best for my future feels empowering. Reflecting on these changes over the past few months, I'm struck by how my initial shock and anger have transformed into a sense of calm determination. I'm no longer merely reacting, qualified therapist. It was a cautious step towards reconciliation, and while it was tense at times, it opened up avenues for honest communication. My parents expressed regret for their actions, acknowledging the pain they caused. We're still navigating through trust issues, but there's a glimmer of hope for rebuilding our relationship with mutual respect and clear boundaries. Emma has shown growth too. She's taken responsibility for her past actions and is working on understanding the impact of favoritism in our family dynamics. Our conversations are more open and supportive now, though we're still rebuilding trust. Navigating these changes hasn't been easy, but I'm grateful for the progress we've made. It's a reminder that healing takes time, patience, and willingness from all parties involved. Meanwhile, I'm embracing my new beginning with the master's program. It's a challenging yet exciting journey that symbolizes my commitment to personal growth and professional development. To those navigating similar family challenges, I want to reassure you, it does get better. Setting boundaries is tough, and there may be resistance, but prioritizing your well-being is worth it. Thank you all once again for your unwavering support and encouragement. Your insights have been invaluable throughout this transformative journey. As I continue forward, focused on building a life surrounded by supportive and respectful relationships, I look forward to what lies ahead. Here's to new beginnings and the wisdom gained along the way. I'll keep you updated on any significant developments. Costs of my master's program. I've also become more assertive in protecting my financial information, ensuring that I have full control over my accounts and security measures. Reflecting on these developments, I'm struck by how far I've come since the turmoil of earlier months. The family therapy session was a pivotal moment, revealing hidden struggles and fostering genuine apologies from my parents. While the journey to rebuild trust is ongoing, I'm cautiously optimistic about the progress we're making. Emma's growth has been particularly heartening. She's taking proactive steps towards independence, and our relationship is evolving positively. We're connecting on a deeper level, discussing financial matters and offering each other support in ways we hadn't before. On a personal level, my relationship with Sarah continues to flourish. Her understanding and support through my educational pursuits reinforce my decision to prioritize my own growth and well-being. Looking ahead, I'm filled with optimism for the future. The decision to pursue my master's degree signifies a commitment to my professional aspirations and personal fulfillment. I'm grateful for the support of friends, the guidance of therapists, and the strength to set boundaries that protect my mental health and financial security. To those navigating similar challenges, I want to emphasize that healing and growth are possible. Setting boundaries may be difficult, but it's essential for your well-being. Thank you all for your continued support and encouragement. I look forward to sharing further updates as this journey unfolds. As I prepare for grad school, I've also become much more assertive in safeguarding my financial information. Recently, I had to firmly decline a distant relative's attempt to guilt me into co-signing a loan. Standing my ground wasn't easy, but it was empowering to uphold my boundaries. Reflecting on how much has changed since that initial shocking phone call from my mom about the unauthorized charges, the initial pain and anger have largely subsided. They've been replaced by a profound sense of empowerment and self-assurance I never knew I had. This journey has taught me invaluable lessons: the importance of setting and maintaining boundaries, especially within family dynamics, the necessity of prioritizing my own well-being and future, and the realization that true family, whether by blood or by choice, supports your growth and respects your boundaries. To everyone who has followed my story, offering support and advice along the way, thank you. Your words have provided strength and clarity during some of my most challenging moments. For those navigating similar family struggles, know that it's possible to emerge stronger and wiser. As I pack up my apartment and prepare for this new adventure, I'm filled with a sense of excitement and possibility that I haven't felt in years. I'm proud of how far I've come and eagerly anticipate what the future holds.